With each one comes its own individual personality. Some of them go straight up, some of them curve over, some of them bloom in mass, like this purple one over here, Micki Davis. These are all heathers, and they're just starting to bloom, coming into season. The kalunas are blooming, and they are a summer-fall blooming heather, whereas there's the ericas, and they are winter blooming. So you can actually have both the color of the flowers and the color of the foliage all year round, which is just one of the most wonderful things about the heather plant. When people come here, they love it. They just love how it flows, how it comes together. They're admired by a lot of people, and they get a lot of photo shoots. Welcome to the Humboldt Botanical Garden Heather Garden. My name's Micki Davis, and I started getting involved with heathers in the 90s when they were first coming into America. This garden was originally planted, in I think 95 or so, and there was a strip of heathers, and you can see the very large heathers here are the originals. They weren't labeled, so I worked hard to figure out and see if I could find plastic labels in them. When I started volunteering here, I dug up another strip right next to it, and I put in all of these plants that are over here. You can see some of them, it's just the foliage that's so beautiful. And there's so many different kinds. I mean, every one of these clumps is a different type of kaluna or erica. This is a kaluna, and you can see it has a whole different structure of leaves on it. In the wintertime with the cold, it gets fiery red, or some of them just get hot pink. It's just a part of the foliage and not just the blooms. The erica is more of a needle. It looks like a pine needle almost. And this is the winter blooming, and it's setting its flowers right now for the wintertime when it starts blooming. We have the Dabicia, which some people say they're not heathers, but they're heathers. And you can see they have a whole different type of leaf on them. And they have little bells on them. I have some white ones, I have some deep purple ones, and I have some kind of light colored. These are the ericas along here. They have tiny little white flowers on them that haven't opened up yet. And like I said, they're getting ready to open up come December or so. The foliage in the wintertime turns these bright colors, and it's almost like it is blooming, but it's just so bright. This one turns a lime green, very, very bright, and then it gets a really neat purple flower on it that contrasts with the lime green. It's year-round beauty. I love it. Very rewarding. I'd like to expand it all the way out. Come fall, once all the blooms are done, I have to prune them all. So that's when a big job starts. And because it'll flower from here up, and if you don't prune it off at the tip, you end up with basically just this strip of just empty flowers, no leaves, and it starts getting kind of gangly looking and ratty. I come through with some shears in fall and basically shear it, and it gives it that wave effect. Not everybody likes the wave effect that are heather enthusiasts, but I think it works really well for this garden. We end up with this real smooth, gentle flow through the garden.
Do you have a favorite one?
I think that, yeah, if I had to choose, I really like, let's see, it's this one right here. It's Kirsten. And she, in the wintertime, gets the hottest pink orange tips on it. It's just, it comes alive with this whole different color from the green. And so all the little tips turn this beautiful bright color, and then once it starts warming up, it just fades away. It's like, where's it go? Then it starts setting on these really nice flowers. So it's just starting to flower, and it will just become a real pink blanket, and I like the way it moves. You can see it's pretty old. It's kind of getting a little brown over there. When they get really old, they may die in the middle, and you know, if it's time to remove it, like I removed one from there and I've got a little one coming up. It's just like all plants. They live and they die, and you can't get discouraged. You just plant another one. It's a good excuse to go buy another plant. When I'm out here, it's pretty much just me in the garden, and the wildlife out here is gorgeous. I have praying mantis that usually come in at certain times of the year. I also have a little friendly gardener snake up there that when I'm pruning, he usually pokes his head up and looks at me like, what are you doing to my bush? We were able to still come out here during COVID, and it was empty, but it was just so rewarding and so peaceful. I think everybody should have nature in their lives because it is peaceful. I'm lucky to work here, volunteer here.